The Cyclist, by Erik Røde, 1755. Read by Lady Margaret Beaufort. Continued.
Act 3. Conclusion. Chapter 13. Fate. Scene 61. A fateful encounter. Carlo's cottage stood as a solitary sentinel amidst the raging tempest, its weathered exterior an evidence to years of enduring the elements. Inside, the flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows upon the rustic wooden beams, creating an atmosphere that straddled the boundary between history and modernity. As the door swung open, the contrast between eras became starkly evident. The young American couple, Robert and Allie, entered, their faces still glistening with raindrops, their clothes soaked from the relentless downpour. Their presence was a vibrant intrusion into the tranquil nostalgia of the cottage. Carlo, a portrait of both curiosity and caution, greeted them. His lined face held traces of a storied past, and his eyes betrayed a mixture of trepidation and hope. He extended a weathered hand in welcome, silently acknowledging the unspoken complexities of this encounter. Ponti, Carlo's beloved wife, lay nestled in her bedroom, her face etched with pain. The years had woven tales of shared joy and sorrow into the lines on her face. The throes of anguish emanating from her, though, were unlike any Carlo had seen before. Carlo hovered nearby, his anxiety palpable. A whirlwind of emotions churned within him, the past and present colliding like tectonic plates. The weight of his memories, bitter resentments that had festered, and the haunting tragedy involving his son and an American, hung heavy in the air like an unspoken curse. Yet, as he watched Robert and Allie, wet and bedraggled, seeking refuge within his home, there was an undeniable shift in the atmosphere. The warmth of the hearth, the flickering candles, and the presence of these strangers brought with them a sense of change, a whisper of redemption threading its way through this unexpected meeting. In the heart of the storm, within the walls of Carlo's cottage, the past and present collided, setting in motion a series of events that would alter the course of their lives forever. Scene 62. A glimpse of redemption. Robert, the American man, stood like a beacon of hope at the very threshold of Carlo's rustic life, his presence a revelation in the quiet cottage. Carlo, a mixture of trepidation and curiosity, guided Robert and his wife, Allie, into an adjoining room, his movements precise and caring. Inside, Robert helped Allie settle into a cozy, well-worn bed, ensuring her comfort before gently withdrawing to return to the main room. The air was thick with anticipation and unspoken questions, and Carlo knew that proper introductions were necessary, considering the gravity of the situation. He could not ignore the agonizing sounds emanating from down the hall where his beloved Ponti lay, battling her own affliction. Carlo stood in the main room, an unspoken bridge between past and present, his heart heavy with the weight of memories and the tremors of newfound possibilities. He was about to embark on a journey of transformation, even if he didn't fully realize it yet. Robert, sensing the significance of the moment, broke the silence. "I'm a doctor," he said, his words hanging suspended in the air like a delicate filament that had the potential to unravel the tapestry of Carlo's biases. In that simple statement, the room itself seemed to hold its breath, as if the very walls, adorned with photographs chronicling Carlo's life journey, cycling victories, memories of his son, and echoes of the past, were waiting to witness the outcome. In this room, under the watchful gaze of those who had come before, Carlo's perspective began to shift. The doctor's expertise and his gentle, empathetic nature served as a reminder that life wasn't bound by nationalities or past grievances. Carlo's internal turmoil raged like a silent tempest, a fierce battle between the shackles of history and the delicate tendrils of newfound understanding that were beginning to take root. Scene 63. A race against time. After Carlo had explained the dire situation with his wife, Ponti, Robert wasted no time. He swiftly retrieved his black medical bag, a beacon of hope in this rustic setting, and rushed to see Ponti. Her anguished cries had become the focal point of the room, an urgent call for action that transcended language barriers and history's grudges. Robert's transformation from a stranger to a savior was both swift and undeniable. Every move he made was deliberate, a dance of practiced skill as he examined Ponti with meticulous care. Carlo, once a young man who had raced against time on a bicycle, now found himself a spectator in a different kind of race, one where the finish line was the alleviation of his beloved wife's suffering. The cottage, which had stood as a bastion of solitude and, at times, resentment, was transformed into a haven of healing. The boundaries of nationality and past grievances dissipated like mist under the morning sun. Robert's hands worked deftly, guided by both experience and empathy, and his soothing words became a symphony of reassurance to both Ponti and Carlo. As Robert administered an injection and a couple of pills with instant results, Ponti's pain subsided. The walls of the cottage seemed to exhale a collective sigh of relief, the very timbers resonating with a newfound serenity. In Carlo's heart, an unexpected bloom of gratitude unfurled, a gratitude for the doctor who had come uninvited yet had been wholeheartedly welcomed, for the chance to rewrite narratives that had long been etched in bitterness, and for the hope of redemption in the most unforeseen circumstances. Outside, the rain continued its rhythmic downpour, an echo of life's unpredictability and challenges. But within the cottage's walls, the rain's melody was joined by a new, gentle hum, a melody composed of shared humanity, forgiveness, and the profound realization that even amidst life's fiercest storms, there were moments of grace waiting to be embraced. Scene 64, The Miracle of Life. The night deepened, its inky tendrils weaving a tapestry of shared efforts and emotions within the cozy confines of Carlo's cottage. Carlo and Robert, once strangers brought together by an unforeseen twist of fate, now stood united in their mission to aid Robert's wife, Ali. In this intimate space, their differences, of age, nationality, and past grievances, seemed to fade into insignificance in the face of the life-altering event unfolding before them. Carlo's weathered hands, marked by the scars of time and toil, and Robert's practiced touch, honed through years of medical expertise, intertwined seamlessly as they supported Ali through the waves of labor pains. The flickering candlelight, casting ephemeral, dancing shadows on their faces, was the sole witness to their quiet yet determined resolve. In the room, whispered encouragements and the rhythmic sound of Ali's measured breathing created a soothing symphony, each note harmonizing with the next. With each passing moment, as the bonds of trust deepened between the three souls present, a profound sense of unity emerged. In Ali's gaze, there was gratitude, trust, and a hint of reassurance that Robert's hands holding hers were not just capable but also caring. Carlo, once a young boy who had ridden tirelessly through rain and darkness to secure a doctor for his ailing relatives, now stood as a pillar of strength and experience. Carlo, standing by Robert, the doctor who had not only mended Ponti's ailment but also the emotional rift that once separated these two men. In the gentle ebb and flow of the night, as contractions came and went, the room transformed into a sacred cocoon where past grievances held no sway. It was a space where humanity's capacity for compassion and unity shone through, proving that even the deepest divides could be bridged when lives hung in the balance. The candle's flame, flickering yet unwavering, seemed to symbolize the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity and the enduring power of shared purpose.
The Cyclist, by Erik Røde, 1755. Read by Lady Margaret Beaufort.